Swift now that she's in politics. Taylor Swift jumping into politics. What do you have to say to her? And let's say that I like Taylor's music about 25% less now, okay?
Oh, well, now she's endorsing Harris and she's going to pay a price for it. She's probably not.
She's a tremendous woman. I'm sure Taylor Swift has nothing or doesn't know anything about her.
What happens when America's pop princess faces off with the self-proclaimed king of orange spray tans? Pure chaos, sparkly, glitter-filled chaos. Taylor Swift just dropped a political truth bomb. And Donald Trump? Well, he's definitely not shaking it off. While Taylor's out here turning her massive fandom into a voter registration army, Trump's over on Twitter throwing shade at her music like a cranky grandpa who lost the TV remote and blames the dog. Before we dive into this glitter-fueled political drama, quick favor. If you're into this kind of content, hit that like button and subscribe. It's free, takes 2 seconds, and keeps the sass coming. Subscribed. You're amazing, thank you. Now, let's get back to the drama. Once upon a time, Taylor Swift was all about heartbreak anthems and dancing like no one was watching. But now, she's aiming for something way bigger than a breakup. She's taking on politics. And let's just say Trump's not exactly sending her a friendship bracelet, his response? A full-blown meltdown, as if someone took away his last Diet Coke. Taylor speaks out. And bam, a glitter bomb goes off in D.C. Her fans are fired up, her critics are losing it, and politicians are scrambling like boomers trying to figure out TikTok. The result, a generational clash that's as hilarious as it is historic.
What do you have to say to Taylor Swift now that she's in politics? Taylor Swift jumping into politics. What do you have to say to her?
She's going to be okay. I don't know if she's a billionaire or close to it, but she's going to be fine. Trump's just upset. That's what it is.
And what did she say? She said she wants people to vote for Democrats. And not Marsha Blackburn.
Now Trump's supporters are calling for a boycott of Taylor Swift's music. Yeah, good luck with that. Have they met the Swifties? These fans aren't just loyal, they're a full-blown digital army, armed with friendship bracelets and receipts. Trying to take down Taylor is like showing up to a lightsaber duel with a pool noodle. Meanwhile, Taylor's fandom is rallying like she just dropped Reputation 2.0 out of nowhere. But here's where it gets really interesting. Taylor posts a simple political message on Instagram, and suddenly it's like she waved a glitter wand over the nation. Voter registration numbers are skyrocketing faster than Trump's blood pressure. After reading a bad headline, even political analysts are starting to feel the heat. One expert didn't sugarcoat it. Celebrity endorsements, especially from someone like Taylor Swift, have a massive impact on young voter turnout. Translation: Tay-Tay didn't just shake off the haters, she might be shaking up the entire election.
You know, well, Marsha Blackburn is doing a very good job in Tennessee. She's leading now substantially, which she should.
Oh, well, now she's endorsing Harris and she's going to pay a price for it. She's probably not.
She's a tremendous woman. I'm sure Taylor Swift has nothing or doesn't know anything about her.
No kidding, Sherlock. It's almost like young people might be more inclined to listen to a global pop icon than to Grumpy Trumpy's 3 a.m. rage tweets. Who could have possibly predicted that? As Election Day draws nearer, Taylor's influence is growing, and dare we say, it's getting bigger than Trump's ego. And that's saying something, Republicans? They're sweating harder than Trump at a fact-checking interview, probably reminiscing about the good old days when pop stars stuck to breakup anthems instead of turning their fan base into a voter registration army. Sorry guys, but it's not 2009 anymore. Taylor's not just dropping singles, she's dropping civic engagement.
And let's say that I like Taylor's music about 25% less now, okay?
Is probably as important in the sort of cultural narrative in the United States right now and globally as she has ever been. Taylor Swift has endorsed Kamala Harris, and Donald Trump said she's going to pay a price for this.
Here's the real kicker. Voter registration numbers are soaring faster than Trump's golf scores on a windy day. It's like Taylor waved her glittery microphone, and suddenly the entire Gen Z realized, oh right, democracy. Who could have guessed that all it takes to spark civic duty is a pop star casually saying, hey, voting's cool. Meanwhile, as Taylor's political influence grows, you know Trump's Twitter fingers are itching like never before. You can almost hear him furiously typing in all caps, desperately trying to come up with a nickname that sticks. Terrible Taylor, loser Swift. Come on, Donnie, even your insults used to have more flair.
A threat to Taylor Swift. Your ticket sales and your music streams are going to be, she's going to pay a price for it. And then she had a historically successful tour, has paid no price for it.
I was not a Taylor Swift fan. It was just a question of time. You couldn't possibly endorse Biden.
All right, folks, it's time for the main event. Trump versus Swift Twitter Tantrum Edition. Strap in, because our orange-tinted ex-president is about to learn the hard way that you can't just shake off a pop queen with an army of diehard fans. Picture this. Trump, sitting on his golden throne, yes, that one, mid-Big Mac bite, decides it's time to come for Taylor Swift. Spoiler alert, bad move. Real bad. He starts cranking out tweets faster than a toddler on a sugar high, calling her music terrible and overrated. Wow, groundbreaking stuff, Donnie. Guess all those best words were busy today. But here's the twist. While Trump's throwing a digital tantrum like a kid denied screen time, Taylor's out here staying cool, calm, and laser-focused on getting her fans registered to vote. It's like watching a chess match where Taylor's the grandmaster and Trump's the confused pigeon, knocking over pieces, squawking nonsense, and strutting around like he's won the game.
You look at Biden, you couldn't possibly endorse him. But she's a very liberal person. She seems to always endorse a Democrat.
I love that. To counteract the fact that Taylor Swift has endorsed Trump.
And she'll probably pay a price for it in the marketplace.
Uh-oh. When Taylor Swift endorsed Biden, you had these MAGA people going, she's going to pay a price for it.
Trump's supporters dive into the chaos, flooding social media with anti-Swift memes and hashtags like Taylor Who and MAGA Forever. For a hot second, it looks like they're gaining some ground until the Swifties roll in like digital Avengers. Suddenly, launch her rump who starts trending, and it's game over. What follows isn't just a meme war, it's a full-blown generational clash. Boomers are shaking their fists at clouds, while Gen Z is firing off Photoshop masterpieces like heat-seeking missiles. The internet explodes with Swift-inspired mockery. My personal favorite? A flawless edit of Trump rocking Taylor's signature red lipstick, captioned, "Look what you made me do." Absolute chef's kiss. But wait, it gets even juicier. In a move dripping with peak insecurity, Trump declares that Taylor's music is banned from his rallies. Because nothing screams, "I'm not threatened," quite like banning a pop star's songs, right? Of course, it backfires in epic fashion. Protesters blast "You Need to Calm Down" outside his events like it's the national anthem of petty perfection. Oh, the irony.
Realize it doesn't have the same cachet when the Fox hosts are trying to explain to you who the wife of a football player that Trump is referring to as an alternative to the endorsement from Taylor Swift is.
As Election Day approaches, the writing's on the wall, and no, it's not another one of Trump's Sharpie edits. While he's still rage tweeting into the digital abyss, Taylor's fans are flooding polling stations like it's the midnight release of a surprise album. Turns out, when you pick a fight with a pop queen who can turn heartbreak into platinum records, you risk becoming lyrical roadkill. So here we are, folks. The clash of the century. Taylor Swift versus Donald Trump. Who would have thought a chart-topping singer would be the one to give the big orange bluster a political migraine? But that's exactly what happened. When you mix catchy anthems with civic engagement, you create a political force that even Donnie's caps lock rants can't silence Taylor's, showing the world that you don't need a red tie and an inflated ego to make waves. You just need a microphone, a message, and a fan base ready to shake off political apathy. Meanwhile, Trump's probably sulking in his golden tower, brainstorming how to rebrand bad music as his next doomed venture, The Takeaway. Never underestimate a woman with a plan and a platform. As for Trump, maybe it's time to head back to reality TV. Who knows, maybe his next big hit will be a breakup song with Democracy.